Hello students, so I am on the next video of chapter 3 acid bases and salts. In the previous video we have finished the preparation of soluble salts. Now we will start with the preparation of insoluble salts. Okay, so as you know the are insoluble, let's revise what salts are the insoluble salts. I told you already carbonates, sulfides are insoluble of all the metals except of sodium, potassium and ammonium. Then when we talk about the chlorides, three chlorides are insoluble: mercurous chloride, silver chloride and lead chloride. However, lead chloride get dissolved when heated. Then sulfates, three sulfates are insoluble: barium sulfate, lead sulfate and calcium sulfate. Other sulfates are all soluble. Then nitrates and nitrites are all soluble. Then all the salts of sodium, potassium and ammonium are soluble. So if we are starting the preparation of insoluble salts, so mainly our aim is to prepare the sulfides, carbonates, phosphates, and then we can prepare the barium sulfate, lead sulfate, silver chloride, lead chloride, mercurous chloride, and we can prepare the calcium sulfate. Okay, so starting with the first method of preparing insoluble salt, that is by direct combination. This method we follow for preparation of sulfides. Okay, when we are preparing metal sulfide, then we can prepare it by direct combination of metal and sulfur. So we can prepare lead sulfide by combining lead and sulfur. When heated, it forms lead sulfide. In the same way, when zinc and sulfur are heated together, they form zinc sulfide. Iron and sulfur, when heated together, they form iron sulfide. So these are the sulfides which can be prepared by direct combination. Coming to the preparation of carbonates and sulfides, these salts, carbonates and sulfides, can be prepared by direct combination of acidic oxide and a basic oxide. What do you mean by acidic oxide? Acidic oxides, of course, they are non-metallic oxides, and basic oxides are the metal oxides. So when a basic oxide, calcium oxide, a metal oxide, basic oxide, combines with non-metallic acidic oxide, which is carbon dioxide, they form the respective carbonate, calcium carbonate. In the same way, when the basic oxide or metal oxide combines with acidic oxide or non-metal oxide, that is sulfur dioxide, then they result in the formation of sulfides. Okay, so carbonates and sulfides can be prepared by direct combination of basic oxide with acidic oxide. In the same way, we can prepare the salts of magnesium also. When basic magnesium oxide combines with acidic carbon dioxide, they will form magnesium carbonate, and the basic MgO, when combines with sulfur dioxide, which is acidic, they will form magnesium sulfide. So these are the sulfides and carbonates which are prepared by direct combination of metallic oxide with non-metallic oxide. So first method of preparing insoluble salt was direct combination. Now coming to next method. Next method, of course, as we are preparing the insoluble salt, so the most common method will be double decomposition precipitation. Okay, so let's write down the insoluble salts which we have to prepare: barium sulfate, then copper sulfide, lead carbonate, silver chloride, lead chloride. We are following the method of precipitation. Precipitation is a type of double decomposition reaction in which two compounds get decomposed and exchange their radical to form one of the insoluble product with another soluble product. Okay, so when we are preparing a insoluble salt of barium, we need to start decomposition of a soluble salt of barium. Okay, in order to prepare insoluble barium sulfate, we need a soluble salt of barium, that can be either barium chloride or barium nitrate. If you have any doubt or any confusion about the soluble salt of that particular metal, you can without wasting your time, you can start with the respective nitrates, because you know nitrates and nitrites of all the metals are soluble. So we can write barium chloride or barium nitrate, and yes, we can decompose it by two compounds. Actually, we have to introduce the sulfate group. Okay, so we can decompose barium chloride by sulfuric acid, And we can also decompose barium chloride by sodium sulfate. Actually, decomposition can be done with sodium salts also. Sodium, being highly reactive in nature, will readily displace barium, so they will exchange their position, and their respective anion will also get exchanged to form the insoluble sulfate. So if you need to add sulfate radical for the insoluble salt, then you can decompose the soluble salt either by sulfuric acid or by sodium sulfate. Okay, so the resulting product will be insoluble barium sulfate along with HCl if you have taken H2SO4, or NaCl if you have taken Na2SO4. Okay, so always remember, we can prepare insoluble salt by precipitation reaction by decomposing its soluble salt, and depending upon the type of radical we need to introduce, we can take that acid or that particular sodium salt. Okay, now coming to the preparation of copper sulfide. Again, we need a soluble salt of copper. We can take copper chloride, copper sulfate, or copper nitrate. So we can decompose it by H2S, because we need to add sulfide group here, so we can decompose it with H2S or Na2S. Then the product will be copper sulfide along with H2SO4 if you have taken H2S, or Na2SO4 if you have taken Na2S. Okay, now preparation of lead carbonate. Lead carbonate is an insoluble salt of lead, but we have only one option for the soluble salt of lead, that is lead nitrate. Only lead nitrate is the soluble salt of lead, and we can decompose. Here we have to introduce the carbonate group. Remember, never use carbonic acid for introduction of the carbonate group, as it is a weak acid. So here we have only one option left, that is decomposing lead nitrate with sodium carbonate. Okay, I told you, you can use that acid or sodium salt, but in case of the carbonate group, we can't use carbonic acid because it is a weak acid. So we have only one option left, so we can decompose lead nitrate with sodium carbonate to get insoluble lead carbonate and sodium nitrate. Okay, now coming to next, insoluble silver chloride. Again, we can prepare by decomposition of silver nitrate. Silver nitrate can be, here we have to introduce the chloride radical, so it can be decomposed either by HCl or by NaCl to get insoluble silver chloride with HNO3 if we are using HCl, or NaNO3 if we are using NaCl. Then coming to lead chloride. Lead chloride is an insoluble salt, but it dissolves when the solution is heated, or in warm water it gets dissolved. But again, we have to prepare this insoluble lead chloride with the soluble lead nitrate only. As I told you, only one salt of lead is soluble, which is lead nitrate. Again, we have to introduce chloride radical here, so we have two options left. Either you can decompose it with HCl or NaCl. So the product will be insoluble lead chloride with HNO3 if you have taken HCl, or NaNO3 if you have taken NaNO3 if you have taken NaCl. Okay, so these are the various insoluble salts which we can prepare by precipitation reaction by decomposing the soluble salts of those metals with respective acids or the sodium salt. Now one more question can be asked: how to convert an insoluble salt to another insoluble salt? The question can be asked directly, that convert lead carbonate to lead sulfate, or convert lead carbonate to lead chloride. Whenever it is a carbonate, carbonates are always insoluble, and lead sulfate and lead chloride are also insoluble. So for such type of conversion, you need two-step reaction. because as I told you, direct conversion of an insoluble salt to another insoluble salt is practically impossible. So we need to convert this insoluble salt first to a soluble salt, and then that soluble salt can be converted in a second step to another insoluble salt. So let's consider the first conversion. We have to convert lead carbonate to lead sulfate. So this process will take place in two-step reaction. First we need to convert lead carbonate to soluble lead nitrate. As I told you, insoluble to soluble is possible, and then soluble to insoluble is also possible. Okay? So it will take place in two-step reaction. In first step, the insoluble lead carbonate will be converted to lead nitrate, and in the second step, this soluble lead nitrate will be converted to insoluble lead sulfate. So you can write the equation for each step. How to convert lead carbonate to lead nitrate? Lead carbonate, we have to change lead carbonate to lead nitrate. Okay, so here we have to introduce nitrate radical. Nitrate radical can be introduced by two compounds, either by decomposing it with HNO3 or by NaNO3. Okay, so if you are using HNO3, the product will be lead nitrate along with H2CO3. Actually we can't write H2CO3 here, because you know, whenever carbonates are decomposed by dilute acid, the product will be salt, water and carbon dioxide. So try to avoid this combination of water and carbon dioxide in the form of carbonic acid. It's better to give three products: salt, then water and carbon dioxide. Okay, so these three products will be obtained. Let's show it in two different equations. Okay, so when we are converting lead nitrate to lead carbonate to lead nitrate by using nitric acid, in here it will get decomposed. Carbonate will get decomposed to give you three products: salt, water and carbon dioxide. Now if the same process we do by taking sodium salt, then it will be a double decomposition reaction in which you will get lead nitrate along with sodium carbonate. Okay, so in first step we have converted lead carbonate to lead nitrate. We can use two options here. First we can take the nitric acid. When nitric acid is decomposing the carbonate, you know, when dilute acids decompose the carbonate, they will give you three products: salt, water and carbon dioxide. And if you are using sodium nitrate to decompose lead carbonate, it will give you two products: lead nitrate and sodium carbonate. Now coming to second step, we have to convert this soluble lead nitrate into insoluble lead sulfate. Okay, now we have to introduce that sulfate radical. Again we have two options left. For sulfate, you can take either sulfuric acid or sodium sulfate. In order to introduce sulfate radical, you can decompose lead nitrate by sulfuric acid or sodium sulfate to get lead sulfate as one of the product, along with HNO3 if you have taken H2SO4, or NaNO3 if you have taken Na2SO4. So here we have finished the preparation of some insoluble salts by combination and by double decomposition precipitation reaction. So in my next video, I think it will be the last video in which we will do the laboratory preparation of some salts. Then one more topic which is about the properties of salts, that I have already explained you in class 9th, in which water of crystallization is there, efflorescence, then deliquescent. Some properties of salts are given which I have already explained you. The next video may be the last video for chapter 3. So you can clear all your doubts and solve all the exercise questions of chapter 3.